Hello and welcome everyone to this presentation on how Scania implemented a global HR practice with the help of a central process management system. My name is Peter Björklund. I work as a process excellence consultant at Solita, and I'm here today to talk together with André Hansson about this project. And he was one of the key persons in making this a success. So, André.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Yeah, thank you. My name is André Hansson, and I'm working as a senior business architect at Scania. And I will present some findings that we have done during this project. So Scania operates globally, but for many years, HR processes and systems were managed locally. A strategic decisions was taken to establish global processes and reduce reliance on local applications by implementing a unified HR platform. We selected success factors to support this global approach, also aligning with Volkswagen, who also utilized the system. Volkswagen provided Scania with a comprehensive set of global processes, customized for Volkswagen, shared as PDF document. Initially, we adopted these documents, but soon recognized the need to modify many processes to fit our unique requirements. To effectively manage these changes and maintain a single source of truth, we decided to introduce a process management tool for the HR organization. A 6-month trial period was initiated to assess its suitability. The benefits, such as rapid updates and streamlined sharing, became apparent immediately. And before the evaluation period concluded, Scania committed to permanently implement the process management tool. We set up some targets. One of those was the local HR had over time both local application and work locally in their functions. The target was that all HR functions and employees was to work in the same way and use the same application to establish a common way of working. When analyzing and creating a common way of working, we wanted to identify bottlenecks, activities that could be automated and information that could be used for AI. The local HR functions had all their own way of working and their own processes, some documented and some not. The source of the documentation was local and hard to find. When creating a common way of working, it's also important to create a source to go to and trust. When documenting in ARIS and publish the content for all interest parties combined with a way of working, we wanted to create a single source of truth for processes and the connection with applications and also with the business capability they support. When analyzing the processes and identifying what business capabilities and activities they supported, we also wanted to identify the local HR applications that could be replaced by success factors. We faced some challenges. Some of them was how can we engage people globally in creating these processes? How can we connect experts across fields without meeting in person? How do we address language barriers? Numerous workshops were conducted via Microsoft Teams, typically involving 3 to 4 meetings per process. It was challenging to ensure that all participants understood the global modeling notation, BPMN, and to address language barriers. Ensuring that everyone in the workshop could interpret the process drawings was essential. The different process areas within HR were divided, beginning with those considered most crucial, such as recruitment, onboarding, and workforce administration. Only subject matter experts from each area was invited. The team created, updated, and discussed the global processes while sharing the process management tool on screen. Familiarity with the tool and the ability to make prompt and accurate live updates during workshops were necessary for efficiency. Over time, participants became accustomed to the workflow and the methods for reading and documenting processes. Additionally, business roles and system roles responsible for various tasks were identified and documented, providing further insights beyond the visual representation of the processes. So the outcome of this 2 years project is that we now have all the global processes documented and implemented. A taxonomy has been created to help users easily find process areas. A governance process ensuring global process owners maintain quality, and there is a clear procedure for updates or changes. ARIS is established as a single source of truth. No more printing or searching through files, and everyone knows where to access the processes and trust the content. Success factors is now used globally by all Scania employees and HR admins, while some local applications remain in use for specific needs. There are some key takeaways from this journey. You really need to have management commitment using a process modeling tool as the single source of truth, or you will never succeed. Skip print. Use the process modeling tool to share processes. Engage people to be part of designing the process. The need of process modeling tool experts is crucial when designing and changing the process live. Identify the process owners early so they feel engaged and they can take responsibility of the content created. And then create a way of working and create a maintenance model to keep the processes up to date even after the project.
Really interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you decided that you would use this process management tool as a global common collaboration platform for HR processes around the world. And in this, you also was able to align on a common global practice for HR. But just one question here. I guess you also had to allow different variations of local processes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's really complex, these environments, because I mean we have the whole world as a working area, and we have all these local HR, and they have been working as they always wanted to work. And there are some legal demands also. So to keep those variants, as you're talking about, I mean, that's almost impossible, I would say, to have a global process and then take a print of that and make some variant of it. So what we did was that we created variants in ARIS that is actually taking the global process and then just replicate it. And then you can change whatever you want in that variant. But it has to be a legal demand to be able to have some kind of variant of the global process.
Right, so it's essential to have a tool that allows this method of creating these variants.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say, I mean, as I said, we started with PDF documents, but I mean, it was like we had 15 variants, printed variants, and nobody knew what is the variant that actually is the one to trust.
Yeah,
so that's why.
Difficult to understand who is the master of the process.
Exactly.
Interesting. And it's about process harmonization here, right? And I mean, at first thought, I think about the possibility to slowly shut down local systems and save on IT cost. Would that be the main benefit in this?
It's one of the benefits, and we have done a research of that. So we have, I don't know how many systems, but at least pinpointed at least 200 local systems that could be candidates for being replaced by success factors. But I think also one of the main benefits here is that we have a common way of working now all over the world, and we have some source to go to, and people trust the information, and you can discuss if you need some kind of variation of the global process. You have to really explain why you need that. And the global process owners here are also very important because they are the ones that actually decides if it's necessary or allowed to have a variation.
Yeah. And I think as well, it's in line with the strategy that you have at Scania, that everyone should work in a similar fashion across the world.
It was a strategic decision that was taken by the management team. I think it was 3 years ago, and that's why they introduced success factors. But I mean, when we did that, we also realized that to be able to introduce that and to be able to identify how to work, we need to have global processes as well. So it's a combined benefits, both to have a single source of truth for systems, but also for a way of working.
Yeah. And sounds like a lot of great benefits. So really, sounds like a no-brainer, right? You should do this all the time. But I guess still there were some challenges.
Sure, for sure it was. I mean, you know, people, if they have been working in one way for many years, and suddenly someone comes and say that you can't work this anymore, you have to work like this. Of course, you understand. You ask the question, why? Why do I need that?
Yeah.
Because we have our systems, it works fine. I know what I shall do and whatever. So I think the change management here is crucial, and you have to explain for people why we're doing it, and also what are the benefits in the long run for them, not maybe in the short run, because then people just see that, okay, my work will change and I don't like it. But if you can explain in the long run, you will have these and these benefits, then I think it will be easier. It's not easy, but it will be easier.
And I guess as well the tooling part. Was there any challenges with implementing a process management tool like this?
Yeah, I mean, you really need to have an expert on the tool. I mean, we have worked with you for many years now, and for us it has been. I mean, without the expert help from you guys or whatever guys, so to say, to introduce us in the tool. But then you have to have at least 1 or 2 people that are beginning to be experts in how to manage the tool, how to update the tool, how to work with it, how to present different results and so on. Maybe look at the reports and try to find benefits for those that actually consume the content. Because I think it's really important that it's not just a technical thing. It's actually something that you should use. But I mean, I think that was the biggest challenge.
So it's not only about the tooling and learning the tool, but also the method around it.
Exactly. I mean, you can have a wonderful tool and you can create a lot of good things, but if nobody consumes what you have created, then it's just waste.
No one likes waste.
Exactly,
when we talk
especially at Scania. We don't like waste.
Exactly. But now the success factor is rolled out, but also Aris, this new process management tool. What role would the process management tool have going forward?
I think it will be crucial now because I mean we are now looking at how to automate processes, how to use AI in our processes, and to be able to do that, you have to identify what activities you are doing, who is responsible, how long does each activity take, and also what applications that are used in the different processes. It's not just my success factors that is used. I mean, we are using other systems as well to be able to realize the process. So I would say that without the process maps or then I think it will be really, really hard to automate, because you don't know what to automate, because you don't know in which sequence this automation comes.
Yeah.
And also you can create business cases.
Yes.
I mean, if you know how much each activity or each process takes, and then you see how much automation you can do, and then you can count how much time do you spare when automating things.
Right. So now it's not only drawings of processes, but rather a tool for analysis and
Exactly.
the ability to
Exactly.
build on that.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say that. But I mean, still you have to update the process, and still we are documenting variants, because the more even other functions within Scania is now using ARIS. So it has grown a lot. So we have now, I don't know, 5, 6 functions within Scania that is using ARIS. So it's it has grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great. And just one final question. If you would do this again, would you do anything different?
Wow. I think it depends on what you mean. If you want to introduce a new management tool from the beginning, or just update the...
Yeah, so let's say you have you don't have a process management tool.
Okay.
Would you do the same thing again with doing the evaluation of the tool and starting to use it, roll it out in the business?
Well, I don't think we actually needed to have any evaluation, because now I know that it works really fine.
Yeah.
But I would say that I would introduce more people to the tool, to be more people should be the experts in the beginning, because now it was just me.
Yeah.
So I actually did all the processes, and that is vulnerable.
Yeah.
Also, and it's not good, because I think it's good if you can share the burden and share the competence for many people.
Right. So involve more people from the start.
Exactly.
Thank
But
you.
I think also the change management, I mean, to actually pinpoint the change management and really work with that hard in the beginning, I think that is really crucial.
Right. So I guess that concludes this session.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Andrea.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah.